everyone, welcome to this quick 20-minute low impact full body workout. Let's start with a quick warm up. So come to tabletop position, hands and knees, and we're just going to start with some cat cows. So on an inhale, drop the belly, lift the head. Exhale, round through the spine, drop the head. Move through a few of these at your own rhythm. Just prep the body for the movement we're about to take. Coming back through center, let's sit back into a kneeling position and we're just going to make some large circles one way and then the other way with the arms. Opening up through the shoulders, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and then changing direction. Letting your body know that we're about to do a workout. Lovely. Come forward and make your way into a low lunge. And we're just going to push the hips forward, push the pelvis forward. Just prepping every area of the body before we do this full workout. Come back into a runner's stretch and flex the foot. And switch legs. Low lunge. Stretching through before moving back into that runner's stretch. Lovely, and coming back through center to find tabletop. And let's begin. So from tabletop, we're going to do some leg rainbows. Taking the right foot over to the other side of the mat, we're just going to reach it over the top, creating a lovely big arch, tightening through the glutes. Try to keep the spine straight here and the pelvis lifted. Going from side to side. And come back through center and go for the other side. So we're working for 30 seconds and resting for 10. So you've got a few seconds here. Prep for the other side. And begin. Creating that lovely big circle with the left foot now. You might start to feel it in the glutes already. We're toning, we're building muscle and strength. Push through it. You might start to feel it through the shoulders as well. On those 10-second rests, make sure to come off the wrists if you need to. And rest. Lovely. Staying in tabletop position, we're now going to go for some kickback. So using the right foot first, lift it slightly, about a 45-degree angle, and we're just going to kick back towards the back of the mat, maybe up towards the ceiling. Again, focusing on the glutes here. Keep pushing. Just a few more. Lovely, coming back through center and go for the other side in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick back. This whole workout is mat based, so there's no jumping, there's no equipment needed. Try to do it 3 times a week and I promise you will start to see results. A few more kickbacks here. Engaging the core. And come back through center. Lovely. Take a second with the wrists here if you need to. Shake it out. Find tabletop again, but set the hands a little bit further forward this time, and we're going to go for some half push-ups. So see where my knees are. We're leaning forward slightly, pushing through the arms. You can pull the knees in slightly to make it a little bit easier, like I've just demonstrated. But again, the knees can be further back to build strength that little bit harder. And rest. Coming back through to a seated position before lying down, we're going to set the legs straight and go for some flutter kicks. So one up, one down, and go between the two. Try to keep the back flat on the mat and engage the core here. Really working on burning that fat around the middle. Remember to breathe through it. And rest. Now flip over onto one side. Use the arm as a pillow if you like, and we're going to kick up with the right leg. Again, working through the glutes, toning the legs. Try to engage the core here. Working on every muscle in this position. Try to not let the foot hit the ground, so just keep it hovering there when we move towards the floor. And switch sides. Three, two, one, begin. The aim here is that you keep the posture right and you can feel it working. So it's not necessarily about the reps that we take. Just make sure that you're pushing through the pain and keep going. A few more reps here. Lovely. Come to lie on the back. We're going to lift the head and the chest and bring the knees to a bent position. Legs will be at a 45-degree angle, and keep the arms slightly off the mat, and we're going to do some 100s here. So simply pushing up and down with the hands, with the head and the chest lifted. Again, engage the core. Breathe through it. Lovely, come to rest. And flip over. We're going to come back to be on the knees and the hands. Curl the toes under. And we're going to push up through the knees to do a bear crawl pulse. So lifting the knees off the mat before placing them down. Engaging the core here, working on those abs. Tapping the knees onto the mat. Lovely. Sit back in that kneeling position, and that is one round done. Ready for round two. Again, coming to tabletop position, and we're going to go for the rainbow with the right leg. If you haven't already, you might begin to feel the burn, push through it. We've just got another 12 minutes left. You can do this. Remember to keep that core engaged, tuck the pelvis. Come back through center. Shake out the wrists if you need to, and meet me back in tabletop to go for the rainbow on the left side. And begin. Lovely, just one more here. And rest. Lovely, finding tabletop again. And we'll go for kickback. So starting with the right foot, we're going to kick back up towards the ceiling to the back of the mat. Push through, working on those glutes, engaging the core. Try to keep the top half of the body steady. And rest. You might start to feel the burn through the arms here. Push through it. I promise you're going to feel stronger in a few days. And go for the left side with those kickbacks. Begin. I don't know if you can hear, but it's raining where I'm filming this, so maybe that's bringing you some calming vibes for this workout. Just a few more here. Pushing through. Keep going. Lovely, come back through center and rest. Our next move is the half push-up. So get into a position that feels good for you, where you're able to go into that half a push-up. Maybe the knees are a little bit further back on the mat or directly below the hips. And use the strength in the arms here to push yourself back up into that tabletop position. Breathe. Lovely. And rest. Move through in your own way to find your place lying down. The legs are stretched out long, and we're going to move into our flutter kicks. So lifting one, then the other, keeping the back straight on the mat. Engage the core. Maybe take the hand to the lower belly or just under the bum if you need an extra bit of help. Try not to kick the legs up too high, as if they're further down towards the mat, this will engage the core and strengthen your stomach easier. Lovely. Come onto one side, use the arm as a pillow if needed, and we're going to go for the leg lift with the right leg. And begin. So we're lifting the leg up and not quite letting it touch the mat on its way down. The rhythm can be as you want, what you feel comfortable with. Just focus on those glutes. Lovely, move through center and go for the other side. And begin. I find workouts like this really helpful. It's not like you're jumping around like you are in a HIIT workout or if you're doing main cardio, but you will feel the effects after it. You'll feel achy tomorrow and you're still getting your heart rate up, you're using the muscles. So it's just a lovely workout to do if you're not quite in the mood to be jumping around. You'll still have a sweat on, I'm sure. Come to lie down on the mat, lift the legs in a bent position at that 45-degree angle, lift the head and the chest. The arms are slightly off the mat, and we're going to start pulsing the arms, going into our 100s. Engage the core. It might be burning, but push through it. Breathe. A lovely deep inhale here might really help. And exhale, relax. Spin over quickly and we're going to go into our bear crawl. So coming back through tabletop position but curling the toes under, and we're going to tap the knees onto the mat. This is really good for those little lower belly pouches. We all have them, but these will really help to tone it up. Just a few more, keep going. And relax. That's the end of round 2. And we're going into round 3. So meet me in tabletop and we'll begin with our right leg in our rainbows. So kicking from left to right, pushing up towards the ceiling. This is our last round, you've got this. Engage the core. Lovely, coming back through centre, have a rest. I'm really starting to feel it in the arms here. It was a struggle, but I kept going, just like you will. And we're going to go for the left side now, kicking that left leg from left to right in a rainbow shape. Try to keep the stomach straight, the back straight. All that's moving is the leg. Really feel it in the glutes here. It's working, I promise. Lovely. Take a second to rest here. Find your way back into tabletop to go for those kickbacks. So starting with the right leg, kicking back towards the back of the mat and up towards the ceiling. You're doing amazingly. Keep going. Lovely, and coming to rest. Take a second before we go for the other side. Using that left leg now. And begin. Kicking back. Keeping that core engaged. This truly is a full body workout. But just 20 minutes of your day and you've done your workout. You've sweated. You've got your heart rate up. You're feeling good. Those endorphins are running through your body. And rest. Feeling the heat now. Coming back through our tabletop position. Maybe adjusting the knees if you need to. And we're going to go for our half push-up. This one was the one that I struggle with most because I don't really have a lot of upper arm strength, but these gentle movements will really help to build that. I have felt such a difference since I started to do workouts like this. So keep going, push through it. Lovely, and take a rest. Move through to come to your lying position on the mat. The legs are going to be stretched out long so we can go for our flutter kicks. So lifting one leg and move between the two, keeping that core engaged. Keep the lower back on the mat. Feel the burn in the abs. It means it's working, I promise. You've got this. Just a few more exercises to go before we're finished. Amazing. Rest and come onto one side here. And let's go for our leg lift with the right leg. Ready and begin. Keep going, pushing through it. Think of those tone legs you're going to have. Just a few more. Amazing. Come through center and go for the other side. Get comfortable and ready, begin. Lifting, lowering slowly. The more we engage our core here, the easier it will be to drop that leg. Just a few more. Lovely. Come to relax. Lie down on the back. Lift the head, lift the chest. The knees are at that 45-degree angle. And we're going to do our 100. So pulsing with the arms by the sides. Engaging the core. Tightening the abs. Almost onto our last exercise here. Keep going. Push through it. Breathe. And relax. Flip yourself over, coming on to tabletop position, curling the toes under, and we're going to go for our bear crawl here. Tapping the knees onto the mat, engage the core, squeeze it tightly. Push through that pain in the arms. I know you're probably feeling it. I definitely was. You might ache tomorrow, but my God, it will be worth it, I promise. Keep going. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. You're done. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.